Good morning. Today is December 7th, 2011. We are here in Pittstown, New Jersey with Kenneth Shepperd, who was in the Marine Corps. He was born 7/5/21. He enlisted into the Marine Corps. His highest rank was corporal, and he was a dog handler in World War II. We are recording for the Veterans History Project. My name is Maggie Duane. I'm here on behalf of Senator Frank Lautenberg's office for the archives down at the Library of Congress. So, Ken, if you want to get us started with how you enlisted, why you enlisted.
I was working in Westinghouse Lamp Division in Bloomfield, New Jersey, and I was walking down in Newark on Broad Street, and it's a recruiting station there for Marines, and so I went in and tried to enlist, and I was accepted, and I went home, and they called me on July the 3rd, I think, of 1942, and then I went to Parris Island, South Carolina, for boot training. Then they shipped me up to Camp Lejeune, a new camp in North Carolina at that time. And then I went to the motor transport school, and from there I was after I graduated from motor transport, they put me in with the 8th Marine Barrage Balloon Squadron, and then they discontinued with that, and they give us notice and said, go look for a new outfit because we're no longer using the barrage balloons with the Marine Corps. So I seen on the bulletin board where they were asking for dog handlers. So I'll take a shot at it. So I always liked dogs. Mm-hmm. So I went down and was accepted to the 1st Marine War Dog Platoon. We came from all sections of the Marine Corps at that time, different outfits. We came together. And then we were training in there in New River, and then they shipped us to the Camp Pendleton on the West Coast. And there we had Carl Spitz, a Hollywood trainer, dog trainer, German, and he worked with us for 6 weeks, in which he gave us a good shot in the arm because he knew what he was doing. So then we loaded on a ship from San Francisco, and we wound up in New Caledonia. So there we went into camp, and we just so happened we were bivouacked right alongside of the 2nd Marine Raider Battalion. So we went over to see the Colonel Shapley, who was in charge of it at that time, and he says, yeah, I'll try you boys out and we'll see how we work. And we went out in problems with him for a week, and he says, yeah, I'm going to accept you boys, so you're my boys. So we stayed with him for 3 campaigns.
Wow.
All the way through, from Bougainville, Guam, and Okinawa. Then we went to Bougainville, the last island in the Solomons, and we were there for 73 days. We landed right in the swamp, and there was no roads or anything. We tricked the Japs on that because they didn't figure we'd ever going to land in the swamp. Mm-hmm. So we were there for 73 days. We took a 7-mile perimeter for a fighter strip and a bomber strip, and there was 40,000 Japanese on that island at that time. And the Army came in. We were there for 73 days. Then the Army came in and took over, and then we left, went back to the canal, and had 2 weeks rest, and regrouped, and trained. Then we went to Guam. Then we were there for 23 days taking Guam. We were on the 22nd Regiment and the 4th Marine Regiment. We hit on one side of the island, the 1st Marine Brigade, and 3rd Marine Division hit on the other side. We were there for 27 days. Occupation troops came in, and we went to back to the canal again and trained. And after that, we went to Okinawa, mm-hmm. and we was there for 97 days on Okinawa. And then they took us back to a new camp in Guam. And there we were going to train to go into Japan, which we were supposed to hit 5 miles below Tokyo at that time. and which then President Truman dropped the atomic bomb, and which that changed everything. And then the war was over, in which we were very glad, because they were training the children in Japan to throw grenades, and the women had bamboo spears and spikes on the end, and we didn't like that stuff, not fighting,
No,
you know.
Of course not.
So then the war was over, they shipped us home, and I was discharged in October of '45.
Okay, okay. Do you mind if I ask you some specific questions?
No.
Okay. So how old were you, given that today is December 7th, how old were you when the Pearl Harbor attacks happened? And do you remember where you were?
Yeah.
And is that what motivated you to enlist?
Yeah, well, I was in when's Pearl Harbor?
It was about 70 years ago.
Yeah, well,
So.
when the day they bombed Pearl Harbor, I was trap shooting in Croton, New Jersey, and some man came along on his radio, on his car. He said, "You know, Japanese just bombed Pearl Harbor," they said. And I said, well, we all said, "Well, we're all set. We're shooting here now." I don't know. I was 21, I guess, when I went in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in the Marine Corps. I had to have my mother and father sign. That maybe I was around 20 when I went in.
Were your parents supportive of your decision?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because I knew I had to go eventually anyway, you know, be drafted.
Drafted or enlisted, right.
Yeah.
Did you have any siblings?
Oh, my brother.
Oh, okay.
Roy, yeah, he was in the army in artillery in Europe. And,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So both of you were there. That must have been stressful on your parents, but I'm
Yeah.
sure, as you said, they were proud.
Yeah, well, they're all deceased now.
Right,
Yeah.
but at the time, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
So when you said that you were chosen to be a dog handler and you were accepted to be a dog handler, what was some of the training that you learned from the Hollywood dog trainer? And did you go through regular boot camp? What was that like?
Oh,
what was
we
the
had,
training like?
Trained the dogs. We used the dogs for on patrol ahead of in the jungle, like when say if a platoon or a company was going out on patrol, they take a dog and off leash. The dog went down the trails ahead of you, and that's the way they worked the most. And then at night we had security. You know, the enemy was always sneaking around at night in the jungle. So then we'd always go up and we put a foxhole along the machine gunner or the machine gunners always wanted us, "Come over here by us, we'll dig your hole for you." Because, you know, those dogs were alert.
Right.
And you know, all the times we were in combat, we taught our dogs not to bark. And never once did I hear one of our dogs bark in combat.
Stealthy.
Yeah.
That's great. Wow.
And that Carl Spitz taught us how the dog not to pick up any poison or anything. Set a mouse trap, put a little bait on it, and let the dog go over there to get that and snap his nose a few times, and it won't pick up anything.
Wow. That's a good way to train. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, we used messenger dogs too. We were running high as a mile, back and forth, you know, with the messengers, especially on Bougainville, where sometimes the radios didn't work too good and it was damp. So we used dogs. We had, I think, six messenger dogs.
Did you have one particular dog that you worked with, or did you oversee a bunch?
2 men on a dog.
Oh, okay.
We say we had 18 dogs. It would be just double the men. 2 men on a dog in case one fellow got hurt or wounded, or you take over, or got sick.
Oh, that's good.
So we always had 2 men on a dog.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now,
we carried their food for the dog.
I was just going to ask,
C rations. They ate the same as we did.
Okay.
K rations and C rations when you get it. Sometimes you didn't get food for 1 day or 2, you know. You had to... And we always carried an extra canteen for the dog.
Oh, good.
It was really hot out there in this jungle.
They were soldiers too. They were Marines too. So, how was it adapting to this new style of life then, both caring for yourself in wartime situations and for a dog? I mean, there are not many dog handlers today. Then it was definitely different, I'm sure.
In Bougainville, it was really miserable. We land ran in the swamp. We laid in the swamp for 72 days. And our foxholes, we dig a foxhole to fill up with water. And we had to put poles across and we'd sleep at night. And when the bombers come over, they bombed us for 22 nights straight. And then we had to pull the poles apart and get down in the water. So shrapnel wouldn't hit us.
And did the dog sleep with you?
Oh yes, 7 days a week.
Okay.
Yeah,
wow.
We took care of the dogs.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So was there one of those Bogan, Okinawa, was there one that was more intimidating than the others or scarier? Given that you were a young man, were you intimidated at all?
I think Bougainville's the jungle was only 7 degrees off the equator there, and it was awful hot. And it rained every day at 4 o'clock, just like somebody pulled a shower cord, and it rained for 15 minutes, then the sun would come out and the steam would roll off.
Oh my goodness.
Dense jungle. You could see sometimes 10 foot up the trail alongside of you. You know, that's where we used as dogs. You know, they were ahead of us. Of course, we lost some dogs.
Right,
you know,
right.
because they knew we had them. They knew we were there with them, and they'd shoot them.
Oh my gosh.
And of course, they was a little stupid because that was their giveaway.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Did you use guns and did you shoot?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
We carried it.
Wasn't sure if you were just a handler
No,
or.
we carried M1.
Okay.
Always carried a gun.
All right. So what about some of the leisure time that you might have had? You mentioned that you had a 2-week break.
For rest?
Yes. Did you have any recreational time or?
No, just what you created yourself.
Oh my
a little
gosh.
ball game or something, or pitch quates or something. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was the morale of your
the
comrades
morale
all
was
right?
pretty good.
Oh, good.
Good with the boys. Yeah. Yeah.
And tell me about some of the action that you did witness. Any stories that stand out to you? Maybe there was one day that you remember vividly that you frequent in storytelling.
Yeah, it was on Okinawa. We were on a patrol. We were leading the 29th Regiment. I was leading it. And we're going up this valley. And all of a sudden, everything let loose. They poured it down. It was right up on the mountain. So we were lucky we got out of there. And I'm telling you, that was my biggest scare on the time I was on the island. But they really poured the mortars to us. Boy, a lot of fellows got hit, of course.
Did you have any experience with the kamikaze then, or was there?
Oh, the kamikazes went after the Navy. Oh, we could see them from shore. They were bombing, diving on the ships and everything out there. It was really rough for them.
Did you have any interaction with the sailors, or were you guys separate?
No, we were on land. Yeah.
Right. I didn't know if perhaps you interacted with them at all.
Oh, and we were on board ship. So
right.
We had to help them on the gun tubs and take the ammunition up, like a 20 millimeter or something. We'd help them. We didn't run the guns.
Right.
But we'd come to the gun tub and pass the ammunition to them, you know, on the drums.
Some sailors have told me that when the Marines were on ship, they were very much segregated from the sailors. Did you notice that?
Yeah, well,
I mean, there was kind of
we didn't bother them too much. We kind of kept to ourselves.
A friendly rivalry, I suppose. Yeah. Okay. Did you keep in touch with family while you were back home? I mean, while you were overseas?
Yeah.
How so? Letters?
Oh, yeah, I wrote them.
All right, so you already knew, were you married to your wife back then?
No.
No, not yet? She was just a girlfriend?
Yeah. When I came home, we bought this land before we were married, and we built this house before we were married.
Oh my goodness.
Right? Then we married.
So how did you two meet? I'm interested. Did you
Oh,
know
we-
each other before you went away to war
Yes, we
then?
knew each other
Okay.
before we went in. Yeah.
Well, how'd you meet? I'm curious. Am I
Oh,
prying?
we had a dance over in the Grange Hall. We had
Okay.
a dance. That's where we met. Yeah.
Okay.
I knew him a long time when I was in 8th grade.
Really?
He
Oh.
chased me till I got him.
Oh no. Well, at least he was persistent, right?
Yeah.
So you kept in touch with Marge while you were overseas. Were you scared, Marge, for him?
Oh, yeah.
When you returned, did you get married right away?
No,
No,
No?
no. We married in 48.
Oh, okay.
63 years.
Oh my goodness.
We had to build the house first. Gonna build the cage before
Mm-hmm.
we got the bird.
Right, right. Of course. Well, then that leads me to asking about your transition home. You said that it was a huge relief when the atomic bomb was dropped.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a bit about the emotions or the thoughts that went through your
Oh.
mind when you heard about that?
We all celebrated.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
We all celebrated. We were very happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then when they told us that the war was over,
Mm-hmm.
man, we got that notice.
You were going to go into Japan.
Yeah. About 10 o'clock in the evening, they told us that the war was over. We went crazy. We were supposed to go hit Japan.
Right,
you know?
right.
Yeah.
Just south of Tokyo.
Yeah.
So, did you immediately ship back to the States? How did that transition
Yes,
work?
because we had time over there, and
Okay.
our 4th Marine Regiment, the one I was in,
Mm-hmm.
were the first ones in Japan, and they shipped us down to Tent City, and they came that night. Some lieutenant came and told us that don't unpack your sea bag, boys, because you're going to have to go to Japan. We said, oh no, we don't want to go to Japan. And he came over a couple hours later and said, disregard that, you're going home. He said they're already left for Japan already. They were on cruisers and regular ships and went in there. And they were having trouble. They was afraid of going in there, you know, right away, because they didn't know how the Japs were going to work.
Right, right.
So it turned out all right.
Okay. Now, your family was back in New Jersey, so I heard that a lot of service members came in through California and ended up taking a train across the country.
Yes.
Did you do that
Yes,
as well?
right.
Okay.
That's going out. We had to train 4 days and coming back. We were right on the passenger train with our Pullman, right in back of the engine. We had a porter. He came from the West Coast to the East Coast, and he'd say, "Boys, you better get a little liquor because the next state's dry." So we'd jump off. And of course, in the West, the railroad run right. The town's built around the railroad out west. So we'd go up, hop out, and go up to the engineer and say, "How long we got?" He said, "I'll toot, boys. I won't leave you."
Wow.
So boy, he goes, "Toot, toot, toot." Toot, boy, everybody coming running out of the stores, cakes and pies and beer and everything. And that poor old porter, every night we got him loaded, stirred him up like a sack of potatoes when he's pumped. And you know the old guy we got to Virginia, we gave him a good tip, and you know the poor old guy cried.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's great, though. Everybody was in good spirits
Yeah.
then. That's wonderful.
Yeah, it says the best trip we ever had across the United States. He's a nice old fellow, he was.
What
You-
was it like? Oh, I'm sorry. Please continue.
We're on a regular Pullman we were on. He'd make her pull her bunks down at, you know, night. And in the morning he'd put them up for us. Of course, when we went to eat, we'd go up to the regular passenger car and the dining car. But we had to go all in one group when we went up, you know. At a certain time we'd go eat and go back because they wouldn't let us interfere with the passengers. You know, we had to come back to our car.
Right. So what was it like upon returning home?
Oh,
Getting home and
Well, we
seeing
had a
your
good
family?
trip coming across the country. We enjoyed it, yeah.
seeing your family again
Yeah,
and
we can-
seeing
yeah.
Marge.
I come up, I think I did, they gave me a 72-hour when I hit Camp Lejeune to come up. I went to see my brother. He was home from the
Oh, okay.
West Coast. He was out there ready to come over to the Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
And I seen him, and then I had to go right back down. And then I was discharged back just a week or two later.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So you saw your brother, and then who'd you see first, your parents or Marge?
Oh, I seen my parents first.
Okay.
And I come to see Marge.
All right, all right.
Is that camera still on?
It is.
Oh, yeah.
It is. We've got about 10 minutes until you've hit your 30-minute minimum, okay?
Oh, yeah.
So I need you to talk away.
Yeah.
So, as I said, the whole country must have been so happy and in good spirits. What were you doing then after you were discharged? What was life like
I went to
post-discharge? What did you do?
apprenticeship to be a painter.
Okay.
And that's what I did after all my life. Till
Okay.
I retired.
All right. Family life. How many children did you have?
3 boys.
3 boys?
Yeah, they're still living.
Okay.
One is working for the Postal Department, the oldest one, and the second one, he worked for the state of New Jersey. He was head of all the prisons,
Oh, wow.
hearing officer in all the prisons in the state of New Jersey. He's retired.
Mm-hmm.
And the youngest one's on the radio up in Allentown. That's Mark.
That's
Oh,
Mark.
that's Mark. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
What's that? 100.7 he's on it.
Great. Well, I have to tell the camera that thanks to Mark, that's why we're here today filming this story.
Yeah,
So,
he called me yesterday, but said you called him. He's going to be here.
yes, yes. He's great.
Oh, he's very good. Yeah. Yeah, Gary's retired. He bought a townhome in Colorado, and he goes back and forth. He lives in Ringgoes, New Jersey. He go back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Then he has a nice cabin up in Pennsylvania,
That's nice.
and goes deer hunting up there.
Mm-hmm.
I used to do a lot of hunting, but I don't now. I give it up.
So, any reflections on your military service? What it did for you as a person, if it affected you at all?
Well, I think the Marine Corps helped a lot. It makes a man out of you, and you're not a smart aleck or anything, and you carry it the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, boot camp, what they teach you, and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite an experience to go through boot camp.
I bet. I wouldn't know. Did you and your brother ever share stories of how your different trainings
No,
went?
we never talked too much. I never talked too much with my sons about
Mm-hmm. About your service.
yeah, once in a while they'd ask, but I never talked about it too much.
Mm-hmm.
They're very proud of him.
Well, they sure are. It
Yeah.
sounds like it.
Yeah.
Marge, did you ever ask him about his service?
Yeah, I do. I think the dog, he went out with a dog, and they asked, how did you get here? Remember you went out alone with the
Oh,
dog?
yeah, I'm going on to it. But my sergeant told me one day, go down and make contact with down the trail, because the 3rd Battalion, we can't, the radios, we lost contact with them. So I go down on alone. I go down there maybe a quarter of a mile down the trail, and I come around this bend, and Sparky, my dog, was ahead of me. His hair stopped, and his hair came up on his back leg. He stopped and said, oh my God, here I am alone. And he says, look out, the sergeant told me before I left, because there's a Jap patrol just spotted in this area this morning. He said there's about 35, 40 of them in a group, they say. So I had to do, I take my pack off one arm and push my safe off, and then one go around the trail. And who's down the trail but a guy, a Marine with a bar gun. He knew the dog and everything. He was afraid to move. He was afraid the dog was going to attack him, he said. But it's my buddy's platoon who lived in Flemington, Dietz. And I knew the guy, and a lieutenant was with him, and he says, where's the rest of them? I said, what you see is what you get. He said, my God, he said, they sent you out here alone? I said, that's it. So he said, where? I said, I'll take you back to where you're supposed to go to meet the colonel.
Yeah.
But he said they shouldn't have sent you out here alone.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that could have been so
Oh,
dangerous.
yeah. Well, but one more gone, that's all. That's all they figured.
Marge, is he forgetting any stories that you think we should hear about?
Probably after you leave, I don't know, Ken.
Tell me about that trip you mentioned earlier. You went out to Kansas. It was a trip for the dog handlers. When was this? This was recently?
2 years ago, wasn't it? 2 years, yeah. They sent me word if I wanted to come, they wanted to have a national Doberman Pinscher Club. They have every year. They have one somewhere in the United States. So it just so happened to be that year in Topeka, Kansas. So I sent word back, says, yes, I'll come. And Marge, she didn't feel so she wanted to go. So
No, I thought
Gary,
my son would get more out of it than I would.
yeah, so my son, he's retired, and he said, I'll go with you. So we went down, we went from Philadelphia to Memphis, Tennessee, and then changed planes, and then we went into Topeka, Kansas. And then we went they picked us up in vans and took us out to Topeka. We were there for 2 days. And they had oh my God, I don't know how many dogs Dobermans had. They had them right up in the hotels with them.
Aw.
You come up the elevators, you know, and I said, boy, they wouldn't be like that in World War II with ours. They'd be in fight. Our dogs, they were agitated. They'd fight. I didn't trust your dog, and you wouldn't trust my dog. Because that's the way they were. They wouldn't nobody near them unless the handlers.
You got bit by one dog.
Oh yeah, I got bit on my hands. I used to be all scratched up. My leg got bit. Yeah. Well, we were out there for I was just telling you about it, Topeka, Kansas, 2 days, and then they shipped us back home. But they treated us very good.
That's great. Was this organized by the Marine Corps?
No, Doberman Pinscher Club of America.
Oh, okay. Are those the dogs you worked with?
Yeah, we had
in World War
Dobermans.
II?
Yeah,
Dobermans?
We had Dobermans. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really cool.
I think they said for the week there's about 800 dogs there off and on. Different shows going on, you know, and everything. We enjoyed it. Yeah.
That's great.
They treated us good.
I recently read a New York Times article that said service dogs in the wars today are experiencing PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, and they say it's evident when these dogs hide under tables and not even their trainers can get them to relax and come out and play. Do you think that is possible, that dogs feel post-traumatic stress?
Oh, I think so.
Having so much experience with them, I feel like you would know.
Yeah. Well, when our dogs, we left them in Guam when we were coming home. See, we left. Of course, they made a base out there for the war dogs.
Oh.
And there was, I think, 5 or 6 platoons in the whole war. So when that was their home base in Guam. So when we left Guam, we left our dogs there. We worked with different handlers to help to get used to our dogs for a couple of days, you know. So then we come home.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But then they sent them back to New River. Then they, I don't know what you call it, they detrained them, you know, to get around used to people, and people adopted them.
Oh,
They called you up to see if you wanted.
Oh yeah, they called me up when I got home if I wanted my dog. And I said no, but he went to West Virginia. One of the Marines.
Well, we were afraid of little ones around here.
And I put on the back. They said you had to put a note of Republic. If no one wants a dog, you put it to sleep.
Aw.
But they sent notice that somebody went to West Virginia.
Oh, good.
But he had heartworms bad. It's rough in those days. After going through the tropics, all that, then dogs are pretty well beat.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Did you keep in touch with any of your fellow Marines
Yeah,
throughout the years?
one was there to Kansas
Oh,
from
wow.
North Carolina, and the one from Maine. I thought he would be there, but he had 4 bypasses. He couldn't make it. He said that's the only one. Our platoon. There was altogether of all the 5 or dog platoons, I think there was only about 8 or 9 of us there.
Oh, okay.
You know.
There's not too many left now.
No. Ours, of our platoon, that's the only 2 I know, Forsyth and Mahoney. I call Mahoney up from Maine once in a while, and Bob. I don't hear much from him.
Okay.
I guess that's
Quite remarkable. A
That's it.
remarkable story.
that's the end.
We have reached the end. You are finished if you would like to be. Anything else you would like for your sons or your grandchildren to know about you? Any last comments for the video?
Well, I think they'd be very proud of me.
Of course they are.
And they would like to have a camera recording of this or something. Is it possible that you could get this?
Absolutely.
That's all I ask,
Of course.
for them.
Well, thank you so much, Ken. Thank you, Marge.
Oh, you're
This has
welcome.
been a pleasure to hear and learn about your story. It's certainly a unique one, and I appreciate you guys taking the time out for this.
Well, it's
You're
nice
very-
to meet such a nice person and has a
Yeah,
nice
you're-
personality. And
Yeah, you're a nice person.
No,
I'd
it's
like to have you
it's
for,
my pleasure.
I'd like to have you for a daughter-in-law.
yeah.
Well, thank you again.